Vanity's Emptiness is banned and Sagan's at 3. It is a good day. Oh, and Rescue Cat's at 1 now. Ah, my life is almost complete. What is up, guys? Boomer from Low Tier for Life, bringing you guys a new video today on my personal opinion and very short discussion video, or hopefully short discussion video, on the TCG ban list. Now, bear with me. I will warn you guys, I don't have the list in front of me at the moment, so I'm winging this. I'm hoping I get most, if not all, these cards right, especially the ones that I know of. So let's get started because I don't want to waste any more time. Banned, we've got Kieran, we've got Vanity's Emptiness, and we've got, I've got this, Trident Neptune, right? Trident Neptune, that's how you say the name? I think that's how you say the name. Anyways, 3 cards are banned. Trident Neptune was in an FTK. That was kind of bullshit if you can get it off. So nobody likes an FTK. Konami doesn't like an FTK. No player likes an FTK, so that shit's gone. Kieran. Apparently Kieran was a very, 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 very powerful card, so it needed to get banned. Okay, I won't argue that. Let's move on. Vanity's Emptiness. Banned. I will be one of those bandwagon motherfuckers and say that I am ecstatic that that card is banned. But I am also upset that it is banned. Honestly, I am slightly upset. But you know what? I'll get to more. I'll get into that a bit more a bit later. But Vanity's Emptiness is banned. Everybody and their mothers and their dogs are happy. I'm even happy. I will admit that. I know Christian is ecstatic about it. I saw his own reaction video and I was just like, man, I really wish I was a part of this. Thanks, Christian. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you shit. We may do an in-depth, I think that's how you say it, in-depth discussion video on the entire ban list and how we think it's going to affect the game and what we think is going to happen and that sort of shit in the future. But right now I want to give you guys a quick reaction discussion video on it. I'm hyped. I'm hyped about these 3 cards being banned. So I don't want to waste more time on these 3 banned cards because I've got literally nothing else to say. Let's move on to limited cards. Let's start on the cards that came off the ban list. We've got Rescue Cat. My dude, Rescue Cat. It is back. I am playing it in Dolce. I am so hyped. Whew. Whew. Yes. I apologize. I don't know how loud I'm being right now for you guys, but I apologize. Headphone users, I apologize if I get very loud. But I am so fucking hyped that Rescue Cat is back. You have no idea. Sure, it was errata to a point where it did somewhat damage to the card. It's not as good, but it's still a solid card, and I'm really excited for it. Brionic's at 1. It's about damn time. It should have even came out in the game as not a once per turn card. It should have been once per turn already, and regardless, I'm happy that it's back. Brain Control. Why the fuck did you change the effect? Honestly, why did you have to change the effect? The card is not nearly as powerful as Snatch Steal. That's like comparing Giant Tornado to Heavy Storm. It's a really good card, but it's not that powerful. It's not that level of powerful. I honestly, truly believe they could have limited the card without having to errata it, and it would have been fine. Honestly, that is my wholehearted opinion. I could be wrong, but honestly, that is my opinion. I'm probably gonna get shit for that later. I don't care. I'm a bit upset about that, but whatever. Future Fusion is back at 1. Congratulations to Future Fusion, it's finally back. And then Imperial Order. Imperial Order is back at 1. It has a mandatory effect of paying 700 life points. I like that a lot. Good for Konami for doing that. So far, I'm very happy with this list. Now let's move on to a very controversial card that's been limited, Maxi. So, my honest to God opinion on it. At first, I was like, wow, they actually hit Maxi. Holy crap. What does this mean for people that are going up against Zodiacs? Or any other deck that's obnoxious when it comes to special summoning? Let me tell you something. And I saw this argument from... I will be that guy and own the fact that I got this opinion from... I got this opinion from several videos, but I will name a specific YouTuber or YouTuber that I watched, and he explained this. MCO40. I will call it out. I did watch his video, and it definitely opened my mind to this, and it actually makes a lot of sense. sure, the overextending, or stopping your opponent from overextending is always really nice. Vanity's Emptiness literally did the same thing. The problem with Max C is the fact that not only could you potentially stop your opponent from overextending, but if they do decide to take that challenge, you are drawing cards to a point where there's no negative to activating the Max C's effect. Honestly, at worst, you're going to get one card drawn off of it. At worst, unless you are dumb enough to try and activate at the beginning of a turn, anticipating that your opponent may activate a monster effect to special summon itself from the hand. Which I don't know why the hell you would be stupid enough to do that. But honestly, I get why Max C was limited. I completely understand why Max C was limited. I won't debate Konami for limiting Max C. It's a really powerful card. It really is. And people don't seem to understand just how powerful this card is. And if they do, then they should be able to understand why it was limited in the first place. The fact that you can either stop your opponent from overextending or drawing a crap ton of cards to a point where, like, for me, going up against Max C and against Vanity's Emptiness with let's say Madolche is basically the same thing. They're stopping you from doing your play for that one turn potentially. And if you find a way around it by next turn, by then it could most likely be too late. The amount of times I have lost a duel to Max C because I either decided I wasn't going to take the Max C challenge and they were able to OTK me that one turn, it's fucking bullshit. Or not even OTK me, just set up to a point where I can't get around the deck anymore. It's like, for me, that is a cop-out in a way. For the fact that it's a one card, screw your entire deck. And I'm not a fan of those cards. I'm not a fan of those kind of cards. I think it's a very powerful card. Honestly, for me, it's... I'm not saying it's better than Vanity's Emptiness. I'm not saying is that... Actually, I am saying it's at the same level of Vanity's Emptiness in its own particular way. Because sure, it's not preventing your opponent from special summoning technically. But most of the time, people aren't going to take the Max C challenge. And if they do, they either A, do have an OTK, or B, something happens during that setup where your opponent can just stop the entire play right in the middle, and they still have all those cards in their hand that they drew off of because of Max C. Honestly, Max C drawing effect should not have been a thing. I think it is way too powerful. Honestly. That is my personal opinion. It's probably going to be a very unpopular opinion, and I get it. But it's a really powerful effect. Very powerful. Do I think it should get banned? No, probably not. I think banning it would be a bit unnecessary. It's definitely a different and more watered down version of Vanity's Emptiness in its own way. But it's definitely not the power of Vanity's Emptiness. I get why Vanity's Emptiness was banned, but arguing that you're happy about Vanity's Emptiness being banned and being pissed that Max is at 1 is stupid. Honest to God, I think it's ridiculous. It would be like, I'm not going to do a comparison because I'm going to fuck that up, but you get what I'm saying here. They're both very powerful cards and they both needed to get hit again. I'm not upset about it. In fact, I'm fairly ecstatic about it. And let's just see what happens with the format. I'm intrigued to see what happens. And you know, I'm not going to get into any more of this. I'll do this if we do the in-depth discussion, I'll get into more of it then, but I'm not going to get into it right now. Let's just move on real quick. Let's go to semi-limited. We've got Wisdomize, we've got Reptier, and we've got Kaiju Slumber. I have no opinions about any of those cards. They need to get hit, or was Wisdomize at 1? If it was at 1, cool, it's back at 2. Awesome. And then Reptier and Kaiju Slumber needed to get hit for a solid reason. It makes sense. I'm not too surprised by that. Let's move on. It's the one card that came off the ban list. Came back from the dead. Resurrected itself, per se. So excited. So happy. Sengen, my dude, is back at 3. I am so hyped for this. Hello, Sengen. Welcome back. Oh, Konami, you did me a good one. Thank you. I'm so happy. Sure. I Christian will quote me on this. Jacob will quote me on this because I told both of them this. I told them at some point Senga was going to come back. It may not have been good. It may not have been this list. It could have been a list maybe even a couple years from now. But it would not have surprised me if Senga came back because of the fact that there's literally no deck currently that can abuse it except potentially Burning Abyss. And honestly, I don't even see that deck being able to abuse it. I see Feature Fusion doing much more damage with Burning Abyss than Sangan could. Honestly, and I'm not too worried about it. I think Sangan being at 3 is completely fair, and I'm very excited to see what happens and to see if people try and abuse Sangan. And also, I have a Hobby League Sangan. I'm so fucking hyped to play it. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh. Pardon me about that. So, with all that being said, I have one quick opinion about the entire ban list and the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Please stop your fucking bitching about this ban list not being good enough for you. You all bitched for 7 months that we didn't get a fucking ban list, and now we fucking have a ban list, and y'all are still bitching because it's not to your level of happiness or, oh, I don't approve of this. I think it's really dumb. I think it's very underwhelming. I don't think it's a good list. Nothing happened. Where's Zodiacs? Why hasn't that shit been hit? Why is so-and-so not back? Why is Stratos back? This is ridiculous. This ain't fair. Konami, what the hell? Do it right. They did do it right. Shut the fuck up. They gave y'all what they wanted, or what y'all wanted, which was a ban list. Zodiacs isn't going to get hit because it's only been out for... It hasn't even been out full format. So why the hell is everybody bitching? We literally just got Zodiacs. What's happening in the OCG is completely irrelevant to us. Shut the hell up. Thank you. I'm not going to get into it anymore. I apologize for my harsh words. I'm so done with people complaining about it. What's done is done. They'll get hit next format when Link Summons start coming out. Because I believe this will be the last format until Link Summons. And when Link Summons are introduced, that's when we'll get the next ban list. And I'm very interested to see what happens then. But from this moment forward, I am very intrigued to see how this format goes. And if any is up to this is banned. Maxi's at 1. Rescue Cat's returned. Sengen's been resurrected. It's a good life. It's a good format. I can feel it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below your thoughts on this ban list and what you all wish could have happened, what you all wish didn't happen. And please, if anybody out there agrees with me on the whole Maxi situation, please speak up because I need people behind me for this. I truly believe that Maxi was hit for a reason, and I'm very glad it was hit to 1. Thank you guys. I will steal a line from Christian and say, if it is your birthday, have a fantastic birthday. It is a beautiful day out here currently, and I have to go on for work. It sucks. I hate life right now. But you know what? I'm enjoying this moment. I'm enjoying the ban list, and I hope you guys are too. So again, for the 4th time this video, and I apologize for being repetitive, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you all later.